Welcome, lurchers, for another Old Republic adventure. We have wrapping up to do on Rhunuk. Have to find Lane's missing team. Last time we finished up most of the story on the planet and found relics, which will allow us to do some neat things while we're on the planet.
Like I thought. Something happened to them. Look around. Maybe the traders got sloppy when they attacked my people. Dropped something that leads back to their lair. Traders are everywhere. See anything useful? That warehouse they mentioned. There's one in these schematics that fits the description. Gets a lot of foot traffic. I'd put good credits down on that being their base of operations.
Disturbing lack of baddies. Never mind, there they are.
Got it. I think I know where they took them. This is it, alright. I'll keep my mouth shut while you get in there. Say something if things go belly up.
What are you doing, wretch? Step away from those soldiers. Get out. You're interfering with my work. You aren't leaving at all. Look at what your interference has cost me. My droids are in desperate need of repair, and because of you, I had to abandon some prime machinery. Now I have to look elsewhere, and finding such irreplaceable specimens will be difficult. I hope you don't.
That coward can't get away with this. The sick Demogulcus got his hands on Basilisk war droids. A Mandalorian should know how valuable it is to have something like that. But that's not good enough for Kur Harengir. He's found others and brought them here, where no one else can see what he's doing. Even his precious field marshal. He's stripping parts, metal, whatever he can from the weaker droids. He experiments on them. And their suffering means nothing, as long as he can make the others more powerful. We tried to get to the ones in that other room, but something's wrong with the door. Wasn't enough power to get it open. We need to get back to Lane. She should know what's going on. Oh, Sakir! What is that?
You made it back. Along with everyone else. Heard something interesting from one of my people. There were Basilisk droids in that warehouse. You let them die. There's always a way, if you want it badly enough. If my soldiers would have died, it would have been an honorable death. They would have been celebrated. They know this. There are already so few of those droids left. To know that we could have saved some of them... Forget about it. Out of all of Heta's bootlickers, I can't believe Kur Harengir is the one you ran into. Yeah, that's him. He's the sorry Hutun that calls himself Clan Harengir's leader. He does whatever he wants, no matter how dishonorable. And his name and his money pay for everyone to ignore it. No one's stopping whatever twisted things he's doing to those Basilisk droids. No one cares that he's putting an end to something so irreplaceable. No more. Got some sensors I've been tinkering with. The range on them is far enough for what we need. You get these set up, and if anything leaves this planet carrying so much as a whiff of Kur's stench, we'll know where. Whatever else happens here, I'm putting Kur Harengir in the ground. Dust is getting into everything.
Pack your kit. You're on patrol.
Should feel better now. I've got you.
What? This will help. We've been watching the sky since Haranguer was stupid enough to show his face. To you, of all people. Nothing belonging to the traders has left the planet's surface. No cargo ships, no personal shuttles, nothing. He knows we're after him, but he's too arrogant to even make a run for it. He's still here. And that's the last mistake he'll ever make. We do things same as last time. I'll guide you, and you hunt him down. What are you talking about? We came here to wipe out Heta's stragglers. Don't think there's a better way to do that than you cutting the head off the beast. Don't lecture me on things you don't understand. I need... basic. How do I say this? I can't face Kerr. Not because I'm afraid or reluctant. I am angry. I am vengeful. I have blazing hot rage boiling under my skin. Years ago, Kerr Haranguer challenged my brother to a duel, or some perceived slight against his famous name. Kerr used nothing but underhanded tricks, like he does with everything else. There was no honor in the way he fought. He killed my brother, and no one called out Kerr's deception. Typical for a Haranguer. When I think of Kerr's self-righteous smirking, while my brother lay dead, robbed of his good name, I can't see straight. My hate for Kerr is like thick, black smoke. I can't fight him if I can't see through it. I don't think you and I have the same idea of justice. And don't get ahead of yourself. We have to find him first. I have some ideas where that snake might be hiding. Just need you to go and see which of my hunches is right. There can't be much left for Kerr to hide behind now. You've put down most of his lackeys. And you've destroyed most of what could have made his stay comfortable. Hope Kerr has enjoyed his little visit to Rhunuk. It's about to become indefinite. This isn't it. Guess finding him in the first place we looked was too much to hope for?
You ready? We should move out soon.
My comms got frazzled coming through that storm.
Should feel better now.
either. Wait, what's that?
Take a breath.
Finally, I think we're on the right track now.
Should feel better now.
Not sure what's going... Getting a lot... All the static.
Well, look who it is. What a surprise. For all I've heard about you, you're not very bright. Giving me this kind of head start was foolish. With all that time, I was able to make a lot of explosives. Pretty impressive, considering what little material I had at my disposal. Look around. I left no surface untouched. And if you don't leave, boom. A mythosaur doesn't concern itself with the opinion of a strill. Oh, I don't think you should do that. You're making a huge mistake.
Take a breath.
How dare you! I am Harangier. You are nothing. You call that a weapon? Why won't you die? Itur Jatnitur, Asatir Amor. Hurry, hurry. Time's running out. I don't plan on dying in here, but you're more than welcome to stick around.
There you are. Are you alright? You went dark on me, so I assumed the worst. When I couldn't reach you, I started feeling guilty for throwing you in the path of my problems, so I headed out to back you up. I know you didn't need it, but with Kerr involved, who knows what stupid trick he would have pulled. Shay would have my head if something happened to you on my watch. But you're still in one piece. So are those basilisk droids I saw on the way in. I know you couldn't save the others, but even with these basilisk, it's a miracle. Can't think of any other word to describe this. Don't be. We'll get him. One day. For now, the fact that he's probably kicking himself for leaving these droids behind is good enough. What the? Look at it. Never seen one so small. What the hell kind of experiments was Kerr doing? You know, one this size might be something you could handle. No promises. Not yet. Don't want to get your hopes up. Need to see if anything can be done first. Let me get this little one back to camp and see what I can do. We'll meet you there.
Now the question's gonna be, Make me go through that all again.
Keep up the good work.
There it is.
Query, how would you like to misuse my talents today? Request, find another hobby.
Once I'm on the other server, we can go through that whole process. We gotta get back to this point to do it.
Query, how would you like to misuse my talents today?
Yeah, there's no training modules for Voss. Well, we could do that. Time comes. I influenced a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Request. Find another hobby. Query. How would you like to misuse my talents today? Request. Find another hobby.
All right, onward with the story. We're going to be heading to Moss. Eventually.
Put it down.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Adair! Adair, are you receiving?
I'm here, Admiral.
No, you're not here. That is the problem. We were counting on you to stop an Imperial strike team on Ord Trossi. They came in fast and overwhelmed ground security. Half their planetary defense grid is gone.
I'm sorry to hear that, Admiral, but this lead took priority.
Priority? Are you telling me your little antique hunt was more important to the Jedi than protecting Republic citizens?
Stopping Malgus will keep the Republic safe. We needed something to push our investigation forward. And I think I found it.
Well, I hope the price we paid was worth it. Rava out.
Get me the Barson Thor. It's urgent.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing.
Good, you're here. Didn't want to put this in anyone's hands but yours. Sorry. Some greasy Sith really didn't want me to have that.
Are you all right? I can take you to the med bay.
Don't worry about me. What you've got in your hands is way more important. That belonged to Darth Null. Took us ages to find it, but it was worth it.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to help you.
You are helping. Why do you think I came straight here? Arn and the old man have been breaking their backs looking for patterns in what we know about Darth Null, hoping to find another fortress. They must have read every report on Null at least 20 times apiece. They finally narrowed it down to a few places that seemed like good candidates. We split up and started looking. I was the lucky winner, the one who knows the least about this stuff, but I'm hoping you can help me fix that.
I'm fortunate to have so many knowledgeable specialists on just about any subject. My science expert, Dr. Ogorov, may be able to help.
A science expert? Not what I was expecting to hear, but I'm open to anything at this point.
Oh, don't let him hear you say that. Not unless you want to volunteer for one of Doc's many new research projects.
Let's see if he can help us. But be ready for questions. He's going to want to know every detail about the place where you found this.
Come on. How bad can he be?
Famous last words.
Slept a full 8 hours last night. First time since Coruscant.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Heta cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Rhunuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and was nearly defeated. An outcome that was not expected. How could my plans so miss the mark? I asked myself. I looked and finally found my answer. Someone doesn't honor their agreements. Someone values credits over their own life.
Hey now! What's going on here?
Bask's son. With the right guidance, I had hoped your kind would be worthy of our cause.
Yeah, of course! That's always been the plan.
I learned that you used your pretty machines in the duel on Rhunuk. No doubt why Shay fared as well as she did.
What? No! It was the other way around. I wanted you to win. You beat Shay, we do this war thing, we all get rich.
So you used your machine on Shay, and she still bested me.
Yes! I mean, no, I'm not saying that. Okay, let me explain.
No need.
That's a rough way to go.
Because of him, we lost Rhunuk. Because of me, we gained a great deal more. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Heta. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
So, I heard you ran into Sahar. Is she all right? Can't believe she's gotten herself mixed up in all that Mandalorian business.
I could sense a heavy burden of guilt in her. Pain and unimaginable loss. I think she believes the only way to find relief is to stay by her brother's side.
Right. Her brother. You know, I barely even remember her mentioning a brother on Osis. Now he's got her turning her back on us.
Over here, I do believe I found something.
But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
I didn't get a chance to look closely at it or anything. I just know it was some kind of trap, and that relic was in it.
Can you tell us about what you found? The longer I'm near the relic, the more unsettled I feel. Whatever this was, it inflicted unthinkable suffering upon others.
Your perception is spot on, as usual. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
What else did you find?
A very interesting clue. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That's where ASUS is. Jedi get crystals from the Adika system to build their lightsabers. We have for hundreds of years.
So why did Darth Null have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
Well, she was helping the Emperor control people through the Force, right? I'll bet she used those crystals in some horrible machine that hunted down Jedi and turned them into children of the Emperor.
All we have are pieces of a broken lightsaber. I don't think we should jump to all these conclusions.
We may not have reached a conclusion, but I do believe we are finally heading toward one.
What do you think about talking to Malgus again? You've got something up your sleeve you didn't have last time.
I can't shake the feeling that Malgus doesn't know Darth Null as well as he thinks he does. There's only one way to find out.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
Thank you both for your help on this.
It has been my pleasure.
No problem. I'm going to let the old man know what we found. He and Arn will be dying to hear everything.
The chat you had with Dr. Ogorov paints a better picture of what Malgus may have been up to. Darth Null's work on mind control says a lot, but combining Sith and Jedi toys? That's big news. Malgus following in the footsteps of someone with Jedi connections is a plot twist I wasn't expecting.
And let's not forget Darth Null's holocron falling into the hands of Heta Kol.
Do we know what's on there?
We don't, but we need to assume that whoever holds that holocron holds the advantage. Malgus has the information we need, but he isn't talking. We're not running blind, however. What we learned about Darth Null's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much.
Heads up. Looks like we have a special guest.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to
They answer only to the Supreme Chancellor and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work.
One of those contracts was destroying the defense grid on Corsair during an Imperial invasion.
I was there to do a job. I did it and moved on. You should understand that. You and I have an understanding, but I owe no loyalty to the Republic or to the Empire, Malgus included.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Heta, with or without permission.
That's why I'm here. We all need to know more about his plan.
Don't you get it? With the holocron, Heta is part of that plan, willing or not.
You weren't interested in the holocron when we ran into Sahar.
I wasn't, but I won't let Heta use whatever's on there to hurt my people. So, what's it gonna be?
We'll work together on this.
Smart move.
Doesn't change the fact that Shay isn't on the VIP list.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
I don't like it. Any contact with Malgus is dangerous.
You're right, but I survived by his side longer than most. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
This is a terrible risk, but time is short. We need something new to provoke Malgus.
If it helps, we'll be in full control. Something feels off. We shut everything down.
All right. Everyone be on your guard. Time to pay our guest a visit. Ready?
Always. Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
If you explain to me what you hope to accomplish, maybe I can help you. Maybe there's another way to finish what you started. A way that others will accept.
Few minds can comprehend my vision.
There are none like you in the galaxy. But you are alone.
That is a strength. Attachment becomes weakness.
Good, he's talking. Risk a question.
We learned that Darth Null used Jedi techniques in her work. Did you know about that?
Do you think there is any knowledge of Darth Null that I do not already possess? It was only a matter of time before you discovered the connection. Her mastery of Jedi secrets is woven into all of her creation. Like her, my vision surmounts Jedi and Sith, Empire and Republic.
Showing our hand wouldn't have been my choice, but you got him talking. Ask about Heta.
But where does this all end? What happens if you succeed?
I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osic.
What about the holocron? Does Heta have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Shavisla. Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Heta Kol gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Heta will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
Can you not see it? The past looms over us all. A shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
You chose a different path. One that I will never follow.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
What's going on? Is everything all right?
Yes. For the moment, I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
I sent you to look into the origins of one of Darth Null's relics. I haven't heard any updates.
What I found. It is best if I show you in person. I will await your arrival.
Voss. Well, at least it's nice this time of year.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
Sonore hoped you would come quickly.
Where is Sonore? She had something important to discuss.
I am here, and I do. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Null, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. The strange ruins Arkan found on the planet in wild space. They were resistant to his presence for a reason.
But together we found something.
What you are about to see. Darth Null possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Null could speak to someone's most hidden desires. Reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization.
Sharing this knowledge was unacceptable to those around Darth Null. She was ostracized, friendless.
Darth Null took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Null taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary.
But Darth Null was careless. She made contact with someone she shouldn't have. The Sith Emperor, as he was then. He took advantage of her mistake. He ruthlessly pursued her.
Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Null locked many of their secrets away in the ruins Arkan found. Null and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Null's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Null.
If the Emperor made her Darth Null after she was captured, who was she before?
She was no one. At least, not after she was expelled from the Jedi Order.
Darth Null didn't just build her lightsaber with Jedi resources. She was a Jedi.
For a time. The account of Darth Null's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
Every time we learn something about Darth Null, it adds more pieces to the puzzle. And we still don't know what she did that inspired Malgus's plans.
But now the truth has come to light. If Malgus wanted to hide it forever, he failed.
All that you found about Darth Null, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
Why won't the Three let anyone know what's in this vision? It could be something that affects them.
Just as they refuse to explain the contents of the vision, they refuse to give a reason. It is their right. The Three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision. But they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
Malgus's plans could mean the end of the galaxy as we know it. What more of a reason do they need?
Perhaps they think there is nothing in this vision that would help you. However, you have the opportunity to convince them otherwise. Despite our best efforts, Some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. With luck, they will be receptive to one with your gracious reputation.
I will do anything I can to stop Malgus. If helping rebuild will get the three to share information, it's a small price to pay.
I'd like to speak with you for a moment, before you depart.
Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
You wanted to speak to me about something?
All this talk of visions, it reminded me. Something strange happened while I was away. As I searched Darth Maul's ruins, every step I took felt so familiar. Like I had been there before.
Darth Null was captured from that place by the Emperor. Did your father, when he was Valkorian, did he ever return there?
If he had, he would have never allowed me to accompany him. Something I'm grateful for now. It was confusing, distressingly so. I was so certain I had stood on the surface of that empty world, even though I could not remember when or why. I spoke with Sonoray about this sense of familiarity. It didn't take long before she understood what I was feeling. I was there, in those ruins, once before, during the ritual in the Shrine of Healing.
How is that possible?
I am unsure. This realization awakened other memories of what I saw while the Voss healed me. I believed they were dreams at the time, but Sonoray believes otherwise. She says they were visions.
What else did you see?
In truth, it is all still a blur. It was as if I lived decades in the span of hours. I saw centuries worth of horrors committed by my father. I felt the rage and the cruelty born of my desperation to please him. The suffering and the devastation I caused, it was all made plain to me. When I learned what my father had done in Darth Maul's ruins, old fears resurfaced. I was afraid I saw those ruins because I was doomed to follow in his footsteps. But there were visions of hope as well, of serving a greater purpose. I saw the work I could do, how I could dedicate myself to atonement. Like helping you stop Darth Malgus. Reliving that vision, it reminded me that I have far to go before I can be forgiven for all that I inflicted upon others. If that is even possible. But I am moving in the right direction.
We can't know for certain when the things you've done will fade from memory, but you shouldn't give up. It will be difficult, but any journey worth undertaking is.
You're right. I have fought so many battles in my life. Only now I have found something worth fighting for. I don't think I could have ever seen things in this light without your help. There will never be enough I can do to thank you.
I had hoped the Three's presence would encourage everyone to work harder. Nothing has improved.
Give it time. The Three will grow tired of the delay, and they will make it known.
Greetings. I am Maitan Jar. This is Kodum. Sonoray sent word that you would be joining us. You keep the company of strange associates. I wonder, is it a testament to your character? It is irrelevant to the problem at hand. Together, we, the Shrine Restoration Initiative, have rebuilt much of the damage inflicted during the Eternal Empires.
Meant to hit number 2.
Greet. You. Together, we, the Shrine Restoration Initiative, have rebuilt much of the damage inflicted during the Eternal Empire's attack. Many shrines in the vicinity of Voska are fully restored. We understand that you hope for an audience with the Three. They are here, but wholly consumed with seeing us expedite our work on the Shrine of Contemplation. Should you help us arrive at our goal? They have lost control of the excavation droids. That is troubling. Wait. Before one enters the Shrine of Judgment, one must be cleansed. The workers perform this ritual before entering the shrine. The outsider must do the same. The outsider will prevent any harm from coming to them. But unless the ritual is performed, desecration of the shrine is assured. Do not worry, friend. I will guide the outsider every step of the way. It will be quick. Go to the Altar of Clarity, at the edge of the settlement. I will guide you through the ritual.
This is the altar of clarity. To begin the ritual, gather sacred incense from those crates and burn it. Good. Now you must wash the ash from your hands. Use the basin. Thank you, outsider. You are free to enter the Shrine of Judgment.
Thank you, outsider.
Oh no, baby. Come quite high.
Why is this happening?
Fran viemongi ho vabaka vihutroi kwatu fulam. Wa mingwang kam jiwan kwa magilan va. Ne so fonde ko naka neva at nagnan ni matan. Kundi tremoyo pot masang. 快空你包了情痛的人哦，你个外大外就看人，空你外系退了累，咁你个外办你也做大快来安个顺你蓝色哦，你所分的个那个你话呀，那你妈蛋。 Kung ikaw ay bamluwi at tay lại ang korsun ay lam sa'yo. Huwawas ka, bangkig na kung hamtrong wang lao, da chow trok siya. Nay so fundi ko naganeva ay at nagnanimatan. Nay so fundi ko naganeva ay at nagnanimatan. Vito what? Ding no tang mo. Nambo mong bom tulan kati kumin mo ko nambang. clue sa doting na mani halay may. Kontrai kua vai tram nam maya chong dito. Puavaska, bam gig na kung ham trong wan lao, the chow trok siya. Nei så fundi ko nagda neva ei at nagnan ni matan. Yet naman tatay lo voy damak. Nei så fundi ko nagda neva ei at nagnan ni matan. Kung niku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun ei lam sayo. Dan foi vutagan achnan chok tontai, vebegor nesafun.
This is where I'm going to end things today. It's getting late. So I hope you'll join me next time where we continue our adventures on Voss to gain influence with the three so that they can reveal what they have seen. Until next time, this is Lurch signing off. God bless. 10-7. May the force be with you. Over and out.
Hey everyone, your favorite Mutant Lurch here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, leave a like, a subscription, and hit that notification bell. That way you'll always know when another video is headed your way. If you're curious about the specs to my PC, what mods I use, what gear I use, and how you could support the channel, you'll find all that information down below in the description. I hope to see you in the next video.